Alright guys, we're taking a look at the classic track, Diary of a Madman, but only two little parts of it. It's such an epic tune, great solo, some really cool stuff happening in the second half of the tune, and also at the very beginning there's this cool, clean intro. We're going to take a look at the next part after that though, and then also the spooky clean chords as well. So of course the late great Randy Rhoads was amazing, and what more can you say? He was so multifaceted with his playing, and an amazing composer, not only with songs but his solos were very often composed as well, and you could tell he just had that that composer's heart where he wanted everything to speak and to say something. And so too bad we didn't get more of that, but at least we have the couple albums that we do. So I'm tuned real quick. I'm tuned standard for this. Now, the original recording's a half step down. So if you're trying to play along with the album, you're gonna have to tune down for that. But here I'm tuned standard. And also a couple small things in the description below. There might be big things actually. The description below, the tab for this. So I'm just going to go through this fairly quickly, and you'll have the tab to refer to. So check that out in the link below. You can download it, as well as a link for my free sweet picking guide, Sweet Picking Boot Camp. It's a great guide. I put this together for people who were either new to sweet picking or were frustrated with their sweet picking, to really help give you guys the best exercises and the best instruction on getting your sweet picking moving. So check that out. It's my free gift to you. Absolutely no cost to you. Just go there, click on the download link. It'll take you to a page. You enter your email address, and you'll get the guide, and I'll never spam you with stuff. You can subscribe at any time. So that's it. Sweet Picking Boot Camp, and the tab in the description below. So let's get going on this. This whole thing is in A minor. The verse chords are a little different, but this first part here is what we're going to do is play the open A string, and then we're going to add notes on the G string. So pretend like you're making an A power chord here. Bar this across, but we're going to play also notes on the G string from the A minor scale. So you start with the open A string, then you play the second fret on the D, and then what we're going to do is go to the 5th fret on the G, and then we're going to pedal off of that E note, which is at the 2nd fret D string. We go 5, 4 on the G string, while always returning back to the E note on the D string. Then you're going to start over on the low A. Okay, so when you start over, you're going to go open A, 2nd fret D, 2nd fret G, back to the D note, or I'm sorry, the E note on the D string. So notice the difference from starting out here, right? And then you're going to go to the B note on the 4th fret G string, 5th fret, back to the 4th fret, all the way down to the 2nd fret G string. So if I put those two sections together, you get this. Start back to the very first thing we did, but this time we're going to go. So we go on the G string 5, 4, 2, back up to 4, back up to 5, ending on 4. So open A, and then we're right back into it. This is it's a little strange because it's in 9/8 followed by 8/8 time, so it kind of switches each bar 9/8 8/8. So it has a little bit different feel to it. So you really have to just memorize it and then play it once you get it into your hands. So let me play through it just a couple times here. Okay, now on the last one there is when the distortion kicks in. So I'm going to come back to that in a second. Since I'm on my clean setting now, I'm going to show you the verse chords of Diary of a Madman, at least the first part of it. Okay, so this also starts with an A string, open A. Open, they're going to play the high E string, but you're going to play also this little chord cluster here, 4th fret on the B string, 6th fret on the G string. Right after that, you're going to add your middle finger to the D string 5th fret while still holding that down, and then you're going to play 6 on the G and 4 on the B. Okay, so now you have this. And by the way, this part's in 7/4 time, so another odd time signature. Again, worthwhile just to memorize it first and then deal with that later. So now we're going to go from there to this chord shape here, which is 4 on the D, 5G, 4B, and then adding the pinky at the 5th fret on the high E string. It's like an F sharp diminished here. Okay, so I'm kind of strumming that. Pinky at the last, at 5th fret on the high E. And then move this shape down 1 fret so you're at 3D, 4G, 3B, and then also add the pinky at that same 5th fret as well. Okay, so you get this. The second time you do the exact same thing. But this time you're going to end with the open E string on that last chord. Okay, and if I put those two things together, you get this. Okay, and that's the two clean parts we're going to look at. Okay, so now here we are, and we're going to play that same part that we started with, but now with an overdriven tone, same exact notes, everything, but you're going to apply a little palm muting so that so the notes don't bleed together. And there's also a pick harmonic on this 4th fret, which you'll hear in there. So there's that too. As well as we're going to start with the E to the A. So here we go. Okay, so obviously we're doing a little something different at the end there. So to transition into the spooky verse chords, we come out of it. So we're going to play. So we're playing an E power chord, F power chord, F sharp power chord, C power chord at the 3rd fret on the A string, and then B5 power chord to an A, which leads right to the verse chords. Okay, let me play through that whole thing one more time. Okay, that's it. Diary of a Madman. A couple little cool sections there I want to show you guys. Always worthwhile checking out Randy Rhoads' genius guitar parts. And I've already done a bunch of stuff with Randy on my channel here, but there'll be more for sure. All right, so I'll see you next time. Make sure and grab the tab and the sweep picking guide in the description below, and I'll see you soon. Rock on.